What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel where we get you on the grind and improve your mind. In this video, we're going to talk about this post on Twitter about tipping people not enough and the things that it causes and the problems and solutions. We can talk about it. Let's get into it. Alright, guys, so the post says from Twitter, "Nah, I seriously hate people." So basically, let's zoom into this picture, get it for you guys. So they ordered a bunch of stuff, right? Blah, 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 blah. $163 came out to. Tip was 0, which came out to still $163.40. So, what is the snowball effect of this? It's like what they say. If you're going to go out to eat, you should be able to be prepared to tip. First of all, let's just say it's a local place to you, and if you're going to this place and you don't tip well, now you just demonize yourself in front of everybody. So now your social proof is gone, so now they all hate you. So let's just say you ever bring a date to this place, like let's say you go to a TGI Fridays near you, and you pull some shit like this, then the server's going to tell all the other servers, like, this guy's a dickhead, gave you 0 tip, hate him, stupid. So next time you come in there, if you ever come with a tip, they're all going to give you dirty looks. They're not going to want to serve you. They're going to serve you last. You're just a piece of shit. So your reputation, let's talk about that first. Your reputation is done. And now you could argue, okay, what if I'm out of state? Okay, but still not the point. If your reputation is ruined and you made yourself look like an idiot, next of all, you shouldn't be going out to eat if you can't. I do agree with the sentiment, like, you should not be going out if you cannot afford it. You should not be ordering food from a restaurant if you cannot afford to tip well. These are jobs of people who try to work hard. Waiters actually, waitresses, I know quite a few, and they put in the work. Yeah. They're hustling. They're carrying the plates. They have to be careful with the balancing because, sometimes it's really hard to carry all those plates and the cups. It's simple. It simply comes down to being a good human to those around you. Don't be a dickhead to people. So they work hard to try to serve food to you, and you just tip 0. So I think every waitress or whatever waiter has seen, had a customer who just didn't tip well, even though they did the best they could. Some people are just, they're very entitled. They're not very giving. They could be cold, and unfortunately, there's not really too much you can do about that because how do you really know how much your customer is going to tip you? So it's sort of a situation it sucks sometimes, but so if you cannot go out and afford to tip well, just don't go out at all. Honestly, you should be learning how to cook your own food anyway. Going out to eat should not be something you're doing every day. You should be eating a healthy lifestyle that we promote on this channel, and you should be cooking a lot of your own food. But once in a while, you're going to go out with your friends or family. It's going to happen. When you do, you should be prepared to tip well. Otherwise, don't go out because these people are working hard to try to serve you, and the best you could do is give a little bit back. These are the jobs of many people, and people need to survive, and they survive. Unfortunately, these companies ain't paying them that well, so they're getting their money from your tips. So stop being a dickhead.
We know a lot of waiters and waitresses, and they pretty much live almost fully on their tips. And if they have a big order, big table that they have to serve, and they're super excited because, I'm about to get a bunch of money from a tip, from their tip, and they finish the table, they do really well, and then they get $0, it's gonna pretty much just crush them because they were really excited to get the money that they would need for their life and their living based upon that tip. And if they put in the work and they really did well to serve you and serve whoever, but you gave them nothing, then that will just crush them, and it pretty much just ruins their mindset on their job, and it makes them feel like they don't want to do a good job anymore because they feel like they just won't get a tip. And people who tip very poorly or not even at all are pretty much the demonizers, the people they despise the most. Those people shouldn't even be going to a restaurant anyway. But people that tip well, tip nicely, like I tip very nicely. I tip like over 20%, mostly around 21 to 25% every time I go out. And I don't like going out because I'd rather eat stuff that I cook myself. But when I go out for specific reasons, I like to tip well because I know that they work hard to do the things that they need to do, and it also spreads some positivity. If you give them a good tip, they're going to feel happy, they're going to be nice, and they're going to be ecstatic, and they're going to keep working hard, and that's what you want.
Reputation, right?
Yes.
So if you go somewhere a lot, this is really I cannot stress this enough. If you're living a certain lifestyle and you're going out a lot, and you go to certain places maybe for business meetings and stuff, you should be tipping everyone well. If you can, try to go out where you can afford. Obviously, that should be said without being said. But you should be able to tip well. Some people, even if you go to a club, you tip the bouncer a little bit, get him on your good side. That way, if some bullshit goes down, he got your back because you already made a good. You just want to make a good reputation. You want to have a good everywhere you go. It's a law of power. You can check all laws of power. Everywhere you go, you should be You should be well known where you go, and you should have people like smile when you enter the room. It's a very powerful tool. Imagine you're going on a date or something, and you're going out with a friend or a group of friends, and you go into this place, and the staff and the manager, they already know you. Yo, what's up, Andrew? How you doing? And they're like, whoa, you know these people? Like, it's so powerful to have that social proof. So you can increase your reputation by tipping well. So that's just a game tip for you guys, you know, who are trying to excel in life and develop networking opportunities. Tip well for good service and good vibes as well. You know, people are going to treat you better if they know that they can take you seriously. And you're someone that can contribute to the business and their lives in a good way. And you're going to make friends that way, and you're going to have a better business opportunity and better lifestyle, better dating life. It all comes down to, you know, there's so many benefits of all that. Now, you may say, well, Andrew and Mike, haven't you ever not tipped someone? Yes, we have, and we'll tell you right now a story that we did. So, we one time, like, you know, because Mike and I were friends in real life, and we have a group of friends, and we go out and we do shit because we live an awesome life, and we're happy people. So, Mike and I and the boys, we went to New York City, and we went to this Hooters. That's right, we went to Hooters. We can do. That's right, we did.
It was an awful mistake. It was honestly a mistake. But we'll get there. Okay. We'll get there.
Yeah, so, you know, we went there. It took us a long time to get seated. It wasn't too busy. I don't remember it being too busy, too hectic. But they weren't really paying attention
It was busy when we first got there, but once we were settled in and everything, it didn't look busy at all. Anyway.
Yeah, we went into Hooters. We finally got seated. You know, it took us a long time for them to actually come and get our orders in. So when we got the order, you know, it took them like an hour and a half, like literally 90 minutes to get the food out. And when it got out, it was actually just cold and stale. It was actually pretty bad.
Yeah, there was someone got like some, I don't remember, was it a burger? Someone got like a burger and it tasted like a hot dog or something.
The burger literally tasted like a hot dog. I think that was me.
Yeah, I think that was you. And it was crazy. It was honestly the worst experience that anyone could have ever gotten, and the service that we got was also very poor. And so, of course, in a sense like that, of course, you would expect someone to not give a good tip, or even any tip regardless, because of that specific situation. Now, if you are a person that, you know, got amazing service, excellent food, but you still gave a bad tip, then you're in the wrong. You're 100% in the wrong. But if and granted, we shouldn't be doing the same thing. We shouldn't be, you know, giving 0 tip. And it probably was a mistake to just not give a tip. But showing them that they're not doing well by giving them a poor tip, something very under, you know, maybe under like 10%, 5% tip, you know, something like that, that shows to them, oh, you know, we fucked up. Like, this was bad. It was on me. I fucked up their order. You know, their food didn't taste good. They didn't have a good time, and now it comes down to me. Now it was my fault. Yeah. And I got to figure out how to be better with people in the future.
It literally took them like 2 hours to get the food in.
Yeah,
and when it did come out, it was just horrible.
Yeah.
So we were all just like, bruh.
I'm never going back to New York City ever again.
Yeah, so, you know, yes, we do have those experiences. Are we exactly proud of it? No. Are we going to go back there? No.
Never.
That reputation is just destroyed anyway. Not that, I mean, that was like 3 years ago. That was pre-pandemic, so who knows?
Yeah, that was pre-everything.
None of them even probably work there anymore, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
So, guys, you know, when you go out, you should tip, mold the story, bring awareness, you know. Just don't be a dickhead to people. Stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
So if you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button, as well as subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Leave a comment on your worst restaurant experience. Let us know in the comments, and we can have a discussion there. Check out the All Get Into Mindset Facebook group. We talk about positive shit all the time. So get in there. And with that said, we're going to see you guys in the next video.